Hello fellow viewers and teachers, welcome to this new edition video about an important concept in algebra. In this video, we will be showing you a method that you viewers and teachers can use to teach your students about combining like terms in algebra. This video is useful for you teachers that need a new idea on how to teach students about combining like terms in algebra. Combining like terms is where we take similar terms and collect them to one side to reduce the number of terms in the equation or expression. Here we will be using concrete materials to show students how like terms can be combined together and why unlike terms are not combined together in algebra. I hope you find this video helpful for all of you. Are you ready? First of all, let's start with the learning outcomes of this video for the students. At the end of the lesson, alright, now let's move on to the main section of this video, using concrete materials to teach students on how to combine like terms together. Let's say, for example, we have an equation like this. 3x plus x equals 1. From this equation, as teachers, we can see that 3x and x are like terms. So we can combine these two like terms together to form 4x. But wait, for primary students, this equation is quite abstract to them, and abstract words are harder for them to comprehend. So let's take a look at a more concrete approach in seeing this equation. Now what we have here are some pink and blue Legos. So now let's assume that x represents one pink Lego. In the equation that we have here, for the term 3x, you would need 3 pink Legos to represent it, and 1 pink Lego to represent this term x. So if you have 3 pink Legos and 1 pink Lego, we can combine them together. Using the pink Legos, students can see that they can combine all the pink Legos together because the Legos are of the same color. Thus, they are similar to a sense, like terms. And we know that like terms can be collected and combined together into one group, or in this case, one term. So looking back at this equation, the equation contains the operation addition. So when we combine the 3 pink Legos and the 1 pink Lego together, we will need to add them, just like how we add 3 plus 1. At the end, what we will have is 4 pink Legos. And these 4 pink Legos represent the term 4x. Let's take a look at another example. Here we have an equation for x plus 2y equals to what? Now this time we have two different unknowns in this equation, x and y. So let's again assume that x represents 1 pink Lego, while the y represents 1 blue Lego. So in this equation, we will need 4 pink Legos to represent 4x, while we need 2 blue Legos to represent 2y. So if we have 4 pink Legos and 2 blue Legos, we cannot combine them together. Students can see that the Legos are of different colors, so they will know that they cannot be combined them together or into a single group or term. In the end, what we would still have is still 4 pink Legos and 2 blue Legos. And the equation would still be 4x plus 2y. So as you can see, with this method, students can physically see how and why like terms can be grouped and combined together, and why the unlike terms are not combined together and are left separated. To take this lesson further, we have provided a differentiated teaching method for teaching your students based on their different ability levels. We have prepared some sample questions that we have categorized into 3 levels according to their level of ability: the beginning level, the developing level, and the mastering level. So let's first look at the beginning level. The beginning level questions for the students who are learning the concept of like terms for the first time, or for your lower ability students who are unclear on how to combine like terms. For your students who understand the concept behind combining like terms and are able to combine them together, the developing level questions can serve as good revision and practice for them. Test your students with understanding of like terms with these questions. Finally, there are the mastering level questions. These questions are for your higher ability students who have fully understood the concept of combining like terms and want to challenge themselves further with more difficult and complicated questions. Or you could give the students the opportunity to create their own questions and challenge themselves on their own. Give some suggestions to them, such as adding more unknowns to the equation, such as A, B, C, or D. Or you could suggest to them to add different operators to the equation, such as addition and subtraction. Or add different exponent values to the similar unknowns inside the equation, such as x squared or x cubed. With that said, this concludes this video on math algebra.